Good morning!
Sound of our teen sports listeners, I'm your host, Erica, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m. Hey, Santa Barbara and beyond. Welcome to Teen Sports Radio, where we fuel the mind, the body, and soul of today's teens. I'm Erica, your Queen of Teen. And joining me today, and always inspiring, we've got Dominique Hackett. How you doing, Dominique?
Hello, hello.
We have got Carla Corrales. She's back. She's been bouncing around the banking world, getting trained and getting into all these big loans out there. So when these kids grow up and they need loans, we know where to go. Carla Corrales, how you doing today?
Oh, it's a good time to be alive.
There you go. We're doing Money Matters today. What are we talking about?
We are. I've got financial peer pressure and best ways to deal with it.
Love it. Alex Ramirez, what are we going to talk about today? 805, I always do that. Crash. Fit for Life 805. What are you doing?
We are talking about nitric oxide supplementation. We're unmasking the ins and outs of it.
Beautiful. Christine Marie, a view from the deck. What are we going to talk about today?
Well, we're going to talk about the new moon and what's, some good practices to think about when a new moon comes.
All right. Dominique, I didn't forget you. What are you going to unpack today?
Unplug to power up.
Nice. Unplug to power up.
Unplug to power up. Yeah. Doesn't that feel weird?
I like it. All right. Well, wait for it. I'm looking for hold. I love it. Okay. Let's do this. Let's do a little roundabout. Circle the wagons, God give love, local love. We got to do that. We're a community show. Alex, who do you want to give some attention to?
Mayo's Carniceria. It's right in between Edo Masa and Brioche in Santa Barbara. It's a nice little Mexican spot where they sell some good little tacos, and you can also buy the meat prepared and, take it home. But they also have like a little mini mart inside there. Old friend of the family for, 25, 30 years.
I've never, ever been there, so I am excited. Anytime Christine always does us too, she makes me try some, and I don't know, within that week, I got to go check it out. So if I'm the only one, okay, during this gratitude time, this section is just really about helping me find and discover new places. So, no, but you've got such a big smile on your face when you're talking about it, so I'm sure it's really good. All right, Carla, who do you want to boast?
Well, I got quality overhead door, commercial residential garage doors, sales service. They do a lot of your high-end wood intricate garage doors that they have to use out in the Montecito area. Give Glenn a call, drive him crazy. Just tell him Teen Sport Radio told you to call him at 805-962-3083. I want to hear what he has to say.
That's awesome. Look at that. See that? Bam! Drop a dime for sure. Christine Marie, I can't wait to tell me who you are going to embrace today.
I'm still loving on the Isla Vista Food Co-op, either in Isla Vista or downtown. The downtown on State and Arriaga, which is just a few blocks from my home. It used to be Cantwell's, and I just love to go in there and find organic produce and nice people, and support your co-ops. The community owns those, so there aren't that many around anymore. Support our co-ops! Yay!
Yay! Dominique, who are you going to give some love to?
This is going to sound strange, but it's the mailbox, etc. in the Magnolia Shopping Center. So I don't know if any of you guys know this, but all those mailbox, etc. they're all owned by, they're a franchise, but they're owned by people, people in our community, and they offer such great service. So if you ever do find yourself standing in long lines at the post office, or you don't know where to go to set it, FedEx or some other thing, just go into Magnolia. They're all the way at the end on the left-hand side, and they are so helpful for sending out packages, letters, you name it.
It's this funny story. I used them once, and my son Jojo needed a bunch of clothes, so I bought him all these clothes. He was playing baseball in Hawaii, and because of the money, because it was a big box, it was heavy, it was expensive, and I gotta watch what I say. I said, "Look, I don't care when it gets there. It could be the slow boat to China." Not thinking that doesn't mean like 2-3 weeks. Man, it took almost 2 months to get there.
It was the slow boat to China.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Like, wow. I mean, it was a seasonal box. So we couldn't even wear a lot of the stuff that I sent him, right? Because it got chillier after that. So it was actually kind of funny. But yeah, I remember that. That was like yesterday. Dr. D, you want to give some love to anybody?
Yeah, I will indeed, to one of my guests, actually, that really has been encouraging in the process that we're going through, which is obviously, for folks who haven't heard, moving. My wife and I are moving from where we are currently up on the mountain on Stagecoach Road. We are currently looking for a place, so I'm going to go ahead and put it out there that if you've got a 2-bedroom house that you'd like to rent, to the Reverend and his wife and 3 kittens and a puppy and some chickens, if that's possible, we'd love to hear from you. And you know how to get a hold of us through Erica's program, Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio. So my thanks to Julie Cunliffe out of England, who I interviewed, who has written a book called Unbreakable. And so I encourage you to check that out as well. So I'll leave it at that and shorten it up to say thank you.
Nice. I want to give a quick shout before we go to break to Santa Cruz Market, Old Town Goleta. I don't know what it is about that place. I think it's like a portal. I walk in there, everybody waves, everybody's nice. It's just a kind store. I've always loved it. Then I go out and I get my flowers from my flower guy. And it's very reasonable. It's kind of like, I pick a bunch of flowers, then I have like different pockets of money, and then we negotiate. It's always fun because of like 25 years of negotiating flower prices. So it was pretty fun. But yeah, we've got a lot of those, especially Old Town. It could definitely get our love. They restriped it. It's so difficult to get that. That's construction, but a lot of the businesses are hurting down there. So let's not forget Old Town Goleta. That's where Laser is right now. So we've got Dr. D is hitting the pavement. I walk in those streets every single day. So let's just support them in every which way we can. So anyway, next up, I'm excited. All right, everybody, fill up your coffee because we got Money Matters with Carla Corrales right after these messages.
We are back, and this is Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m.
Hey, it's Carla Corrales with tips and tricks for teens, hashtag Money Matters. And I today want to talk about peer pressure. We've all dealt with it, especially as a teen. But when it comes to your finances, you have to really have a lot of strength. And we know we have a lot of feelings that we need to keep up with our friends and their spending habits and going out frequently, doing things they want to do. But it leads to unnecessary debt and reduced savings. We also have social spending that affects us. We want to attend every group event, gift giving, contributing to group activities, birthdays, weddings, even when it's unaffordable. Impulse purchases, buying things just because others are. Or because it's trending in your social circle. The latest greatest cell phone, video game, all these things affect impulse purchases. Financial comparisons, comparing income, savings, or material possessions to peers. And this is a really big one. It very much leads to dissatisfaction or overspending just to try to match up. You're already good enough. You already match up. Just remember that. Borrowing it to maintain appearances, taking out loans, or using credit cards just to maintain a certain lifestyle for show. Who cares? Just remember that. But to manage it, set your financial goals. What do you want to achieve? Most of you I hope are saving for college. Very important. Keep your eye on that prize. What you save today for college is going to allow you the purchases that you want down the line. And it's so, so important. Have a clear priority. Know what you're saving for. Know what you need. And oversave for what you need instead of overspend today. Practice saying no very politely. be prepared with kind but firm responses, such as like, wow, that sounds like a lot of fun, but unfortunately it's not in my budget right now. You can also connect with your peers by saying, kind of changing the subject by saying, we all can feel the hit our finances have taken since COVID. I don't know about you, but I'm still trying to catch up. Then that could lead into other conversations. Be the leader in that. Be honest. Share your financial goals with trusted friends and family. Often they'll understand and even relate to you. Suggest alternatives. So maybe more affordable plans like home dinners. We can all do a potluck together. Budget-friendly hangouts instead of expensive outings. Another thing that's really good to do so that you are very cognizant is track your spending. Track what you're spending money on. And then when you go back and look at it, you think to yourself, wow, I could have done better here. Did I really need that energy drink? Probably not. Water from your mom's refrigerator would have been a lot healthier for you. And surround yourself with support. Build friendships with people who respect your financial boundaries. And don't let social media dictate your spending. Remember, it's that people often show their highlight reel, not their debt or financial struggles, or what it costs them to get this highlighted reel. It's not worth it. The mindset, you're not cheap, but you're intentional. Their approval won't pay your bills or for your college books. The discomfort is temporary. Long-term is debt-free. So remember that and enjoy. If you have any questions, Teen Money Matters at proton.me. Just give me a shout out.
Jeez, you unpacked a boatload of stuff, I tell you. I've shared this once before and I'll do it again. And I recommend this to all parents. My ex and I split when my kids were really young, but regardless if you're in a whole family or a split family, it really doesn't matter. But in our particular family, because then the kids get 2 birthdays, 2 Christmases, two, and they just didn't really need all that stuff. So my kids were little, they were 6 and 3. So what I did is, and I had them so trained by the time they were like 7, 8, 9, 10, my kids just started giving me the money. I said, and I basically started having people, do the cash or whatever like that. We're going to put it in the account. So my ex and I, we put it in an account and it was really good. And I let them have half. So by the time they got to be freshmen, honestly, their debit card, this because you know how it is, parents, mommy, daddy. And then if mommy doesn't do it, then daddy or grandma. So I just said, hey, I'm over it. Here's your debit card. Burn through it if you want. Then guess what? You're going to have to get a job because I'm done. There's plenty. There was a nice fit in there for you. So, and both of my kids just manage their money so well with that debit card. I am not kidding. And that was a mommy award winner for me on that for sure. And then the only thing I ever did for a backup on my credit card, you could put your kids on it too. I put Master Joseph Salda, Master John Salda, but I put a limit on it. So in other words, they have for absolute emergencies, but it's $200. So in other words, it wasn't like one of those no limit things, and that's $200 and whatever that was on my credit. So then they got used to having some credit, even though it was my credit. And neither one of my kids, they don't have any debt. They don't have any credit card issues. God bless. Because that's the thing. The worst thing, I think, when you want to give somebody a thing like a credit card and you don't train them and you don't have them understand what debt is, that's just not that's complete parent fiscal irresponsibility, in my humble opinion. I'm just sorry. I put it out there. I'm going to get probably just beat up for that, but it's just a fact because kids do not learn money in school. They don't. They have to be taught by parents. I don't care if you started off with a lemonade stand. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think that's great. Even parents, sometimes the parents don't know. So it's just not taught, unfortunately. It needs to be. But, you can go to your local bank, your local credit union. You don't even have to be a client or a member of that bank or credit union. And they have a lot of good links that you can go and learn to be debt-free, to managing your money, to budgeting. It's all out there and it's all free.
It's nice. You just can't be afraid to ask somebody for help.
You can't. And
You don't have those skills and those tools when you're young. It's going to come back and bite you when you're older, for sure. Alex, you talked about it. You got yourself in a little bit of credit thing, and then you had to dig yourself out. Great learning lesson, but you learned.
Yeah, I wish my mom would have done what you did to your kids. That would have been so helpful. Yeah, I mean,
they don't know.
And they didn't know. I mean, how are they supposed to? They had poor management of money as well, and so it was a struggle for them. So they unfortunately didn't teach me the what you're preaching right here, Carla. And I wish I would have had that. I wish schools taught it,
right,
especially in high school or at least as a freshman, so I can know.
Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of times you don't listen anyway because y'all knuckleheads at that age.
Exactly. Right? It's true.
But I like Erica's approach of having it like here's your money. You can only spend so much for an emergency if you need it. And like, hey, if you blow through it, it's gone. You got to get a job and get it back up. So that would have been motivation to probably get a job anyway and to build it up while, mom is helping out,
Right.
Exactly.
Well, they love and you know this because you're their trainer, but they love their sports so much. And it's like, fine. And the sports are over because you'll be working. You'll be having a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's done. You know what I'm saying?
I'll tell you.
You can sweep the gym. That'll be a good side job. Back
in the day, you weren't even allowed to look at your credit report. Everything is so much more open now, and there's so much more opportunity to learn these things. Just go out and learn it. Go to your bank and ask them if you don't know anything, and just ask the dumb question. I love when people ask me dumb questions because they're the easiest to answer. So go ask. Your bank will be so impressed with you.
Aww, Dominique.
The thing that I like about this the most is thinking about our children and educating them. I think the best time is around 10 or 11, between 8 and 12. Let's put it that way, because kids are suddenly really aware of money and my money versus your money. And that is an excellent time to give them that really good foundation to know that, hey, I can save up for something versus buying it now and owing somebody later.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a different mindset.
Everything now is cards, digital, but I loved it when I used to, with their money, and I used to save it in different things. And then when we used to pull the money out, we'd have to organize it in such a way where all the heads are facing one way. I mean, I taught them to respect money.
Yeah.
You just got to respect. And then the quarters, the nickels, the dimes, the whole thing, all that was it. And then they see me, every time I had change, I used to throw it in the middle console of the car. And then when the kids were jonesing for something really special, and I said, okay, whatever coins you find in the house is yours. So they both knew to jump in the car. And I'm not kidding you. One time it was over $100. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, wow.
I know. I could all the change. It was like a big piggy bank. Those kids, I could close my eyes and I see them both with a bag on their bicycles flying down Puente. Okay. So, because we used to have Vons had the coin counter.
Yep.
It takes a stupid amount to have it done, but oh yeah. They were so happy. They remember that they brought it up 2 months ago. That was that was an unbelievable day for them.
That's awesome.
When you're watching this machine go ding 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 ding, and it keeps going up. They say there was that's a lot of money for a little kid. But anyway, we're good to go here. We got next up. Alex Ramirez is ready. All right, let's go after these messages.
We are back, and this is Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m.
Hey, Teen Sports Radio fam. It's Alex Ramirez with Fit for Life 805. And so today I'm talking about nitric oxide. And just first, I want to point out that I am not a licensed medical physician. So, get your research in on your own and talk to your own doctor if you decide to have nitric oxide as a supplement in your body. So I'm going to break it down and you can decide from there. It's an essential component of the human body, and it's involved in blood vessel dilation, stimulation, and hormone release, signaling the regulation of neurotransmission. Nitric oxide supplementation improves cardiac health, enhances performance during exercise, reduces high blood pressure during pregnancy, reduces erectile dysfunction, and improves healing processes and respiratory response. NO benefits are mostly apparent in untrained and moderately untrained individuals, trained individuals. L-arginine, and there's an interesting fact, L-arginine, there's 277 different ways to pronounce this. So you pick. You can say L-arginine, L-arginine. You're going to have a whole game about how you can pronounce this. But essentially, NO is L-arginine and L-citrulline. So these are two compounds that are found in the body. And so because L-arginine is directly involved in NO synthesis, whereas L-citrulline acts as an L-arginine precursor, I know, it's crazy. And so it gets further converted into NO by the response, the reaction catalyzed by NO synthase. So it's a lot of medical jargon. But what I'm trying to get you to understand is this. Nitric oxide, the supplement itself, is not nitric oxide. It is actually the compounds L-arginine and L-citrulline. So that's what you're taking when you are supplementing. You're not taking nitric oxide. It's a big misconception.
So does that mean that our body makes the nitric oxide out of those two things in that supplement?
Yeah, so I was going to break that down.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's okay.
You go, girl. That's a good question.
It's a great question because it's leading to the next, part of it. What you want to break down now. So L-arginine is an amino acid that helps build protein, and your body will usually make it within itself. So you don't have to worry about it too much. But if you're training teens out there, if you're looking to train and enhance your athletic performance, it's found in protein-rich foods: fish, red meat, poultry, soy, whole grains, beans, dairy products. So you can find it there. You don't have to take a supplement. But taking a supplement does have side effects. You can get some, from a direct compound, the NO supplement, nausea, bloating, gout, maybe a headache, allergy response. Who knows, maybe even asthma or airway inflammation. And then there's the other half, the L-citrulline is a non-essential amino acid naturally produced in the body, found in some foods like watermelon, squash, melon, cantaloupe, cucumbers, pumpkin seeds, almonds, walnuts, sunflower seeds, chickpeas, garlic, legumes, onions, fish, meat, and pomegranates. So, and of course, you can get it in the supplement. So, it comes down to you and having a well-balanced diet that is focused around protein. Whether that's vegan or not vegan, pescatarian, it's all up to you. But I always like calling out the vegan options for those vegan people out there. And these are complete proteins. You don't need to pair them with anything else. Quinoa, edamame, tofu, tempeh, buckwheat, amaranth, Ezekiel bread, hemp seeds, chia seeds, legumes, chickpeas, and vegan protein powders. And I like the plain non-fat Greek yogurt, but it's not quite, vegan, but, it's better than meat for some people. And so that's it. That is pretty much the whole NO breakdown. I had to really dive into this one because I really wanted to know all about it. But any questions out there?
Dominique, are we taking that? Because we take so much stuff. He had me at the pronunciation of 240 different ways of saying the word.
Yeah, I've got to check it out, but I'm pretty sure we take it in the morning. So I wanted to ask you, Alex, you may have already said it, but I want to remind myself, when's the best time to take that supplement to help your body produce the nitric oxide? Say it again.
The nitric oxide.
Thank you.
Honestly, I think whenever is best for you to take it, whenever you remember it, as long as you're consistent with it. But if the morning is the best, that's when I like to take my supplements in the morning, get it done out of the way. I have to forget about it after that. So yeah, it's up to you. You can take it maybe after breakfast. It depends on your body. Some people don't like it. What happens right away with the digestion of it. So maybe having food first and then taking it maybe mid-morning. It's up to you.
Excellent.
So it makes you feel full? Is that what it does? Helps you feel? Because if it helps you with the protein, because you need protein, then that cuts your appetite, right?
Protein always helps, the satiety of a meal. Absolutely. But nitric oxide, in a nutshell, will help athletic performance. Okay. And then it reduces blood pressure, helps with the healing processes and respiratory response. So breathing in a nutshell.
Oh, okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I should focus on that's good. I mean, because it's any age. It's just great for teens, but adults, parents, grandparents.
And beetroot juice has a precursor to NO as well. So you can eat beets as well and help boost your NO that way. The whole process of NO synthesis.
Nice. Well, we grow beets. There you go.
Yeah, beets
Marie likes my beets.
I love beets.
Do you take this stuff?
No, but I remember watching something about it and I was interested in it, but I haven't, but I have been really focusing on a whole foods, actually more plant-based diet just recently. And it's, so everything I'm hearing Alex say, I'm like, yep, I'm eating that and I'm eating that and I'm eating that. So maybe it's all in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Absolutely.
All right. Rock and roll. Christine Marie, view from the deck. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, we're going to learn about the new moon right after these messages.
We are back, and this is Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m.
Welcome back to Teen Sports Radio, where we fuel your body, your mind, and your purpose. I'm here with Dominique right now from Santa Barbara Wellness Center, and today we're going to be diving into something a little quieter, but very powerful. Dominique, what do you want to touch on?
Unplug to power up.
Ooh.
Finding yourself beyond the scroll.
Wow. Okay, what's that about?
Yeah. So I want to talk to you today about something that might just change your week. And I always hope it'll change your life. So it's the fact that you are more than your feed. We're living in a world that wants your attention all the time. Teens, this is hugely important to recognize. But your mind, your soul, your creativity, they all need space. Quiet time. Time to breathe.
Yeah, you got to understand, guys. Teens out there, I mean, anybody, seniors, parents, you're just getting absolutely bombarded. You don't even know how controlled you're getting. You've got algorithms shaping your thoughts before you even know what to think. It's crazy.
So
nuts.
Today, I want to challenge teens and everyone listening to unplug. Not forever, but just enough to power up something deeper inside of us. And it's kind of like the legendary coach John Wooden once said, don't let what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. And sometimes what you can do is to step away from the noise, reconnect with your own power.
So the problem is right now, honestly, when you go out there and you look around, boredom is just getting a really bad rap. I mean, they expect everybody to be connected to a device and with your thumb, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, you're supposed to be.
You can't even take a walk in nature anymore. You look at kids today, they're just glued to the phone. You go to a grocery store, glued to the phone. You go to a restaurant, glued to a phone. It's just crazy.
And what's going on is we are being asked to be consumed by other people's content on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube. And unfortunately, what our brains immediately do, because our brains are geared into searching for meaning, we start comparing.
Right.
We start doubting, and we forget that we need to be ourselves. You need to do you. I need to do me. There's nobody else doing you. There's nobody else doing me. That's what my job is.
Right.
And
so, okay.
Yeah, the greatness comes from presence and putting the phone down and showing up in real life.
Well, let's do this. We always have to do a fix because we don't just say things. We fix things or assist in things. So let's give you a short list, a few unplug ideas that you could recommend this week for teens to try, including parents, grandparents,
You just got to draw a line in the sand and say, okay, that's it. It's like starting a juice cleanse.
Well, I want to start with Simone Biles. Is that how you say her name? One of the greatest gymnasts of all time. She said, I'd rather regret the risk that didn't work out than the chances that I didn't take it at all.
Simone Biles.
Thank you.
That's okay. You're not a gymnast.
I'm not a gymnast.
That's okay.
But what we're trying to say...
You don't watch a lot of TV. That's apparent.
What we're trying to say is risk putting your phone down. Okay? So here's what I recommend this week. Something real to get grounded in yourself. Journaling. I love journaling. Just write freely. No filters, no audience. Just throw your thoughts and feelings on the paper. Just write. And if you've never tried it before, try writing with your left hand for a little while. It's bizarre what comes out. The next thing is a hobby that you will never post about. So here's something that I don't post on Facebook. I like to watercolor. And I haven't done very much of it, but I have a little book.
Okay, but your first piece was a masterpiece, and I was in absolute awe. Okay, because I thought I was the artist in the family, and I'm like, dear God, this watercolor is tough. I mean, it's right now. I'm looking at it. It's amazing.
So try a hobby that you're not going to post on Instagram, okay? Here's another one for you. Move your body without tracking it. No step counter, no calories burned. Just move and feel alive.
Yeah. Just the nice thing is, you know what I always say to you? I say, hey, shh, get quiet, walk, stretch, stare at the sky. You know, when I was little, it was so cute because I used to always look up at the clouds. We had a lot different kinds of clouds than we do today, but I used to always try to find the animals in the clouds. I mean, it's very entertaining. I remember hours and hours and hours laying on my front yard.
Yeah,
and looking
you just
up at
lie on your back and look at the sky.
Yeah, let your thoughts just land wherever they land.
Yeah, dream.
Yeah, it's awesome.
And also at night, looking at the Milky Way and looking at the stars. So it's all about being present. And I do love what LeBron James said about his own ability to focus. He said, you have to be able to accept failure in order to get better. And so what I'm trying to say is you have to be willing to unplug to hear what needs healing and growing inside of you.
Yeah, for me, my best, most explosive, thought-provoking ideas, I mean, that reshaped me, honestly, came from unplugging.
Yeah.
And it isn't about disconnecting from the world. It's about reconnecting with yourself.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
It's like you're not surrendering to anything. You're saying, hey, you love yourself too much, and you anger into yourself, and you bring in your angels, the spirits, guides, because everybody comes down with helpers. And you want to, so silly.
I
want to get to know them.
Yes.
Because they're here to help me.
Yes.
And any time ever that I have asked for help, I've received it in some way, shape, or form. Never failed me, never let me down.
So if you're listening today, this is your sign. Put the phone down. Breathe. Pick up a pen, a paintbrush, a plant, a ball, and just be with yourself. You're not missing out. You are tuning in. And I believe in your ability to lead your life from the inside out. Until next time, I'm Dominique Hackett with Santa Barbara Wellness Center. Stay grounded, stay golden, and this is Teen Sports Radio. You got this.
Boom.
We are back, and this is Santa Barbara Teen Sports Radio Show. I am your host, Erica, the Queen of Teen. Please tune in
every single Tuesday,
9 a.m.
Welcome back. This is Christine Marie with A View from the Deck. And now that we're all properly unplugging in order to tune into ourselves, let's tune in to the moon. Let's look up. Let's be present. Let's be present in the moment. Today is the 22nd, but actually in 2 days, there's going to be a new moon in Leo. And, sometimes people talk about how the I don't know, why does astrology affect us? How could it possibly? And I just like to acknowledge how the moon actually affects the water and our moods and our emotions and the waves and the, high tides. To me, that's a pretty much proof that at least the moon affects us as a planet. And for a long, for I don't know how long, when there are new moons and full moons is when the moon is actually in between the sun and the earth. And so we're seeing the shadow of the moon. And the full moon is when the moon is on the other side of the earth. That was when the earth is between the sun and the moon, and we're seeing the full light of the sun on the moon. And so, that new moon part, when we're seeing the dark of the moon, that's really often been a time of surrender, release, allow, and also planting new seeds, right? When that kind of quiet time, right? And what I learned to do a while ago, and I think it's for all ages, right? To think of an intention. I loved what Carla was talking about this time about, make an intention about where you want to, what you want to have your money do, right? And so let's say you want to save money and you make an intention in the new moon. I'm going to save money. So over the next 2 weeks, you start to save money and you put it somewhere at the same place and you watch as the moon fills out. Then when you have a full moon, you can count how much money you actually saved, right? You can see it within there. And it's kind of a cool thing to set an intention on a dark moon where there is no moon, and then watch as your intention sort of fills out with the moon. And that's one of the things that I like to do. So this new moon on the 24th is going to be a new moon in Leo. And so that's Leo is actually the astrological sign related to the sun, which is very bright and positive. And so there's a lot of positive energy in this new moon. And so it's a good thing to really sort of connect in with, some positive energy. And I thought what I might do is just sort of draw, 3 cards for the new moon on the 24th. So you guys can think about that. So will somebody just tell me when to stop?
I'll do it. I'm excited.
Okay, tell me when to stop shuffling.
Da, 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 stop.
Okay, now, do you want me to pick from the top, the bottom, or the middle?
Top.
Okay, so the top, this is a great card. The top card here is the 9 of Wands, which is a card of strength and support. It's got a person standing in front of 9 wands behind them. And it really feels, it's about really feeling that you have a lot of spiritual support and connection. So in this new moon,
I need that. I'm a big day tomorrow. I need that support and strength.
That's wonderful. So feel that. Feel how much support you have in this present moment. And then if we're going to pick from the past, let's pick from what the past is, what to bring into this new moon from the past. Do we want to pick from the bottom, the top, or the middle? Top. Okay. Oh, well, this is a great card because it's the 10 of Swords, which means it's so done you can't stick a fork in it.
That's what I need.
Everything. It means the past is done. Let it be done. Be over. There's no need to give it any more information.
Isn't that great, Dr. D?
Mm-hmm.
That's wonderful. Everybody knows what I'm talking about, and they're all yay.
Yep. It's like the lessons have been learned. Just glean what you can and get it done. And then now let's look at the future. What are you growing into? Do you want that to be from the bottom, the top, or the middle?
Top.
The top. So the top this is a beautiful card. This is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is about divine compassion. And it's about really filling yourself with, I like to say that the center, we're all connected to the earth. The earth is our mother. We are human beings or a spiritual being having a human experience. And as a human experience, the earth is our ultimate mother, right? We came through our mother, but we're here with our feet on the earth. And the earth, so the 13th chakra, if anybody knows about the energetic systems of the human body, but the earth has chakras too. And the 13th chakra is also the third of every human being, is also the 13th chakra of the earth, which is the center of the earth. It's our umbilical cord to divine compassion and love and that nourishing energy that always comes from the earth. And when we allow ourselves just to feel how we're always being nurtured and supported by the earth, she gives us everything we need. need. We have air, we have water. She feeds us, right? If you're gardening, it's like this amazing, we're here. She's the mother, just like the son is the father. And so we're filling and flooding ourselves with all this beautiful energy from the earth and then also from the sun. And the Queen of Cups, she allows herself to fill up, and then she has overflow, and she gives from the overflow. Right? So allow yourself to fill. So the past is over. It's done. In this present moment, you have so much support. Let the past be done. And as you move forward with that support, really allow yourself to fill up. And that's beautiful too, because, as the moon gets full, we are allowing ourselves also then to fill up. So you see that light filling up in the full moon as the moon is getting full. You can feel that energy and the love of the earth, the love of the sun, the love of our parents, our community, our friends, our families. Feel ourselves being filled up, and then give from that overflow. Don't give from a tired well, give from a full well.
Yeah. Oh, Christine, thank you so much. I really needed that.
Oh, you're welcome.
That was a beautiful reading. You're so good. How do we get a hold of you?
You can give me a call, 805-350-2705. You can also find me. I'm at the Sacred Space in Summerlin once a month, and I'm also at Paradise Found once a month, which is they're both, the Paradise Found is a esoteric bookstore downtown on Anapamu Street, across from the courthouse, across from the library, and Sacred Spaces in Summerlin. So I'm those places.
Nice. Alex, how do we get a hold of you?
You can text or call 805-896-7514.
Nice. And I highly recommend you. And I recommend you. So there you go.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Because I adore my family. All right. This week's wrap up of Teen Sports Radio. Big shout out and heartfelt thanks to Dominique Hackett, Christine Marie, Alex Ramirez, Carla Corrales, and every teen out there choosing to power out by unplugging. Let's focus on that this week. Remember, your best self isn't found in a scroll. It's found in stillness, sweat, and showing up for your dreams. And as always, remembering you be you because everybody else is taken. God bless you all. See you next week.